A wise man said, responsibility is the price of greatness. That's the man who led the UK to win the Second World War, Sir Winston Churchill. Responsibility is the price of greatness. Stop shifting blames. Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Dominion Wealth Zone. My name is Julius Olutokun. Today, I will be bringing you another video in order to empower the community to become the best of who we are called to be. Today, I'll be talking on the topic, raise your standards. Raise your standards. So I'll be talking on how the steps you need to take in order to raise your standards. The level you are today and the level I am today are as a result of the standards that we have. As for us to be able to become better, all what we have to do is to raise our standards. Now, please do not forget to subscribe or to hit the notification button to this video. I have this water bottle here that I read something about this water bottle a few months ago, and it's shocking, surprising. This water bottle in a store in the UK will be about 50p or maximum £1. If you go to the airport, this same water bottle will be about £5 or £10. So the value of this water bottle is determined by where it is placed or positioned. So it's the same water, the label does not change, the quantity does not change, the quality does not change, but where it is determines the pricing. So in the affairs of life, ladies and gentlemen, where are you? That's the question I've got to ask you today. Where are you in the affairs of life? So in order for you to be where you are supposed to be, all what you have to do is to raise your standard. Stop making yourself too cheap. Stop making yourself too available for everybody. No, you need to raise your standard. Number one, how do I raise my standard? Take responsibility. Take 100% responsibility. A wise man said, responsibility is the price of greatness. That's the man who led the UK to win the Second World War, Sir Winston Churchill. Responsibility is the price of greatness. Stop shifting blames. Stop saying, I didn't go to the best school, my parents were not rich, I didn't have a good upbringing, I had this kind of experience. No, stop. Take 100% responsibility. Tell yourself, I am in charge of my life. Whatever happens to me going forward, I am the one in charge. The experience I had in the past does not matter. The school I went does not matter. I knew kids who went to private schools who are nothing to write home about today. No. The school of life is the most important school, and this is one type of school of life. Because the exams of life don't have timetable. They come at unscheduled times. So take 100% responsibility of your life. Take 100% responsibility of your time, of a relationship, of everything that happens in you. I'll give you an instance. If someone slaps you and you slap them back, and we ask you, why did you slap them? And you said, oh, because they slapped me. No, you just lied. You slapped them because after they slap you, you decided to slap them. You could have made your mind to walk away. You could have made up your mind to talk to them. Why did you slap me? You could have made up your mind to avoid them. So take 100% responsibility. Number two, maximize the usage of your time. Maximize the usage of your time. Everybody in this world has 24 hours. Nobody has 24.5. So the way you use your time will determine the type of reward you're going to get from life. Some people say time is money. Time is not money. Time is life. That's why we'll count or we measure life by time. We say it's lifetime. Lifetime. So time is life. So if you waste any iota of your time, you just wasted part of your life. If you misuse your time, you've just misused your life. If you allow people to mess up with your time, they have just messed up with your life. So maximize the use of your time. All of us have the same amount of time in this world. So the way you use your time will determine the type of standards you will experience in life. So you can raise your standard by effective and dynamic and a very precious use of your time. Effective, dynamic, and a very precious use of your time. Number 3, read every day. Read every day. Books are like bricks. Brick that they use for building. They contribute to the development of life. I repeat myself again. Books are like bricks or blocks. They contribute to the development of life. If you lay blocks or bricks and you lay it up to 4 steps and you refuse to put more bricks, your building will never be completed. But if you put new bricks every day, you find out that the building will continue to develop. And they say, oh, that's a development site. That building is growing. That building is developing. You understand? Formal education makes you a living. Life education makes you success. Formal education will make you a living. Life education will give you success. Now, this is what we're doing now. This is life education. Using practical approaches of life to see how you and I can raise our standards. So make sure you read every day. As a matter of fact, you need to read for at least 1 hour every day. Because readers are leaders. The more you read, the more you know. And the more you read, the more you learn. And learning and earning, you will find out there's only one letter that is different there, the first L. So the more you learn, the more you earn. You understand? So the more you learn, the more you earn. Number 4, show up early. Show up early. And I'm going to add something to it. Stay back a little later. Show up early and stay back a little later. What does that mean? That means that when you have an appointment for 10 o'clock, be there at least 9 o'clock. Show up early. And when everyone has finished, when the meeting is over, stay a bit back behind and see whether you can engage in conversation with somebody, whether you can meet somebody, whether you can talk to somebody. I remember many years ago, specifically 2009, there was going to be a meeting in a place called Huddersfield. Huddersfield is about 35 minutes away from the city I live. I live in Wakefield in West Yorkshire. And the meeting was for 11 o'clock, and I got to that meeting a few minutes before 9. And when I got there, the lady, one of the organizers of the meeting, was trying to arrange the venue. And she said, "Why are you so early?" And I told her, "Is it a crime to be early?" She said, "No." I said, "I like to go to wherever I want to go. I like to get there early, look at the environment, get myself prepared." And all through the meeting, she kept on referring to me for one thing or the other. Then she asked for my name. I told her my name. And she started referring to me. And after the meeting, I stayed back a little bit so that I could meet 1 or 2 people. Just stay back, reading literature, and somebody will come up to you, "Oh, how are you guys, everything?" And you engage in conversation. In the latter life, that conversation might become useful. You might be able to learn something new. But some of us, a meeting is 10 o'clock, you get there 1 or 2 minutes before 10. You're late already. As a matter of fact, 5 minutes before 10, you're late. And before the meeting finishes, you are rushing away. No, you can never raise your standard by doing that. You understand? Show up early stay back a little bit later. Number 5, keep your promises. Keep your word. Why? Because your word is your bond. Our life does not respect people who don't keep their promises. No. People who don't keep their promises are seen as the most unserious set of people. If you cannot do it, tell them, I'm not sure I can do this. I will try, but I'm not promising. Excellent. But when you promise, make sure you fulfill that promises or that promise. So always keep your promises. It will make people to value you. It will make people to recommend you, and it will make people to appreciate you. With that, you can raise your standard. Number 6, learn to listen. Not listening to respond. Learn to listen to understand what is being said. Most of us, when someone is talking to you, you are listening to respond. You've missed it. Always listen. And what does it mean to listen? To listen means to pay attention. To listen means to be focused. To listen means to be connected to what is being said. To listen means to seek to understand from the other person's point of view. So learn to listen. Then after you have listened, then you can now absorb the information and you can now respond if there's a need to respond. Look, we have been given one mouth and 2 ears. It's for a reason, which means you should listen more than you speak. But most people speak more than they listen. And when they open their mouth, you know their state of life. You know the place where they're coming from. When I go for meetings or when I'm engaged in conversation with people, I keep quiet. You might talk for 2 hours and I'm just responding for 10 minutes or 5 minutes. Because why? Most of what is being said are not really important. The most important thing are just a few out of everything that is being said. Just today, I've had a conversation with somebody that lasted about 35 minutes and my response was less than 5 minutes. That's it. But that, you'll be able to raise your standard. As a matter of fact, when I was responding, the individual said, I know you will not have much to say about this because I know you're very busy. That's it. Because my standard is raised. We're not at the same level. But we grew up together. But at a point in time, I realized I need to change, and I took some of the steps I'm sharing with you. Then finally, number 7, check your association. Check your association. They say birds of the same feather flock together. If you need, say about 10,000 today, it might not be 10,000, it might be 1,000. And in your circle, you don't have someone who can give you that. You don't have a circle. You have a liability. That your circle is a liability, is not an asset. Check the people that you associate with. They will determine the type of standards that you live in life. They will determine whether you are actually improving in life or you are not improving. So you can improve your life, ladies and gentlemen, by following these 7 steps. They will help you to improve your standard, to raise your standard in life. And that place that you want to be in the next 1 or 2 years, you can find out that it's easy to get there. It's not difficult, but you need to be meticulous. You need to be religious about these steps. You need to stick with them. Of course, you're going to offend 1 or 2 people when you begin to do this, but at the end of the day, you will live a fulfilled life. Thank you. Please do not forget to subscribe and to hit the notification button. And you can also share it with your friends and associates. I'll see you on the other side of success.